Rainy days don't seem so wet, stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know. Talk for hours and never slept. Two silhouettes on the concrete steps. We watched the sun as it slowly crept from the horizon to the place we met. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
Quanto sei favoloso, Toscana. Ti amo. Buongiorno. Oops. David changing gear. We're on a bumpy bit of a road here, and as you can see, yes, we are in the car, and it was a situation of carpe diem, seize the day, we said to each other. I had noticed a place, or we all had in fact, when we were coming back from Siena with Kaylin. And if you haven't seen our Siena vlog, go back and look at it. It was just spectacular. Well, we drove a different route to what we normally go if we're going in that direction, and we came this way, which is via a real country road, but it's spectacular. If only I could show you the scenery, but it's a little bit hard to get past the trees. Anyway, it took us via Colle Val D'Elsa, which is absolutely, you're going to see it, an absolutely spectacular town, and we had never been. And I said to David, how did we not have that on our radar? How did we miss that? I'd heard of it, but we just had no idea how beautiful it was. So now that we're on the wind down to leaving for Sydney, we just thought, go on, let's just have one last little hurrah, as they used to say, and have another little escapade just before we start having to pack bags and shutting house and doing things like that. So I had a look online, found a lovely place to stay for tonight at a really good price, and it's out of season, of course. And today is meant to be, well, I'm looking forward here, and I'm thinking I'm seeing rain. Is that rain, David? Or is it just cloud? I don't know. It has been pouring the last couple of days, and we looked at the weather report, and today is meant to be fine. Well, it's blowing a gale, and it's still very cloudy, and I think there's still some rain ahead, but I'm praying and hoping, and look, whatever will be, will be. But we're optimistic. We do think the wind is actually blowing the clouds away. So you will be visiting Colle Val D'Elsa with us, and let's see what we find in this wonderful place. We've just parked the car, and before we even get to the hotel, I've just seen this gorgeous shop that I thought, what is this? Because I could see looms inside, and I walked inside. The lady handed me her card, Lorella Capizzuoli, and it's one lady making everything on looms, old-fashioned way. It's sensational, and if you could only touch these scarves, they are of the softest. I'm going to show you honestly some scarves inside that are like, the minute I touched it, I said it feels like I'm touching a cloud. Look at this beautiful little top that's like almost like a poncho / jumper. There are beautiful colorways. Look at these gorgeous pieces, and the lady was apologizing because it's the end of the season, so she actually doesn't have a lot of stock. But what she does have, that feels like it weighs 2 grams. It's like a cloud. It's so clever. It's made with beautiful mohair and other natural fibers. Again, little tops, jumpers, beanies. These, I'm very drawn to these. They're like a cloud, a beautiful scarf. And then here are her looms and that beautiful piece there. And then all the different wonderful, I'm not sure, what do you call them, spools? I don't know how they're called in Italian, but the great big spools of all the beautiful colour wool thread. And you can see some of them are bobbly, some of them are finer, thicker, wonderful colours the whole way through. And obviously Lorella just makes all these wonderful, wonderful things herself. And she is behind her loom, actually. And even the pieces on the wall are fantastic. So I said, could I please do a little film while I'm here, because I'm just running. And I wouldn't want to miss showing off your beautiful store and your beautiful workshop with all these lovely pieces. It's fantastic. If you come to Colle Val D'Elsa, come and visit Lorella Capezzuoli. Gracious me, we've just arrived and Palazzo Pacini, I hope you can see that, Palazzo Pacini has decided to put us into a suite without even knowing who we are or anything else. So it's got nothing to do with anything we do. We just got really lucky. My gracious me. Let me show you this incredible room. So as you walk into the room, I'm giving you a little tiny taste of what's outside, but we'll look at that after. But look at these beautiful Tuscan ceilings, arches. David is already well and truly settled in on the very, very comfy couch. It's just beautiful. And as you walk through, there's more and more wow factor. I'm going to show you our incredible terrace that we have after. So where he is sitting there, you've got this lovely tapestry on his lovely couch. Look at our bed. Reminds me a little bit of home. This one is slightly fancier than ours and bigger. So this is the suite, and it's room number 18, I think he said, which is right on the lower ground floor. And lovely sconces. So here you have obviously open space, a lovely big wardrobe. And then I'm going to take you into the bathroom, which is really something spectacular. Okay, take a look at this. Through a very thick arched door with a very large arched doorway, a huge walk-in shower. But look at this room. So you have a vaulted brick ceiling and the most incredible green and gold mosaics with beautiful carp or goldfish, or whatever you want to call them. Actually, it's not even a goldfish, is it? One of those fancy ones with a fantail. Awesome lighting. There's that wonderful fancy shower, as David said, with all the push buttons to massage you. My favourite thing in here, a massive clawfoot bath, which I will definitely be enjoying later on. Check out where the toilet and bidet are, in front of this gorgeous cove, little stone cove with the little flickering candlelight lights and the backlighting. Everything's been thought of here. This wonderful sink and mirror here, which again is all backlit against the stone. Let me come over here and show you from here. Isn't that just gorgeous? This would have to be one of the largest and loveliest bathrooms I think I've been into in quite a while, and I've seen some gorgeous ones. And then look at the vista back out into the main part of the room again. And these are all traditional. You can see that these are the original terracotta cotto, as they call them, tiles.
And there's a well.
Oh, the wells. I forgot to show you the wells. We have 2 wells, one by the bottom of the bed. Now these, Pietro was explaining to us that they are ancient amphora shape vessels, if you like, underground, where they used to store grain, because these were old magazzini, or old storage and cantinas, if you like, and storage rooms for grain, because they're out in the country. So let me take you out here now, which is beautiful. Well, David beat me to it because he is drawn to his vitamin D. So as you can see, the gentleman apologised that they didn't have their great big cushions on them. They also had quite wild rain yesterday, or last night, like we did yesterday. But behind that little panel there, or separation divider there, is the lovely terrace where you take breakfast in the mornings when it's lovely weather like this. So let's hope tomorrow morning we can do that. But this is our private terrace, which is gorgeous. That would all be full of jasmine flowers during the summer. David is not enjoying himself at all already, are you, darling? We've got palm trees. We've got banana trees. Excuse me, sweetheart. Can I just get by your long legs? Thank you. And this is obviously the closed garden. I can see more tables and chairs down there, amongst all the lovely plants. I'm sure we'll go down there later on. And look at the vistas that we have in front of us. Is this not perfection? Oh, I'm so glad we did this, my darling. What a great idea. Seizing the day was absolutely the right choice.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem, my love. Absolutely. Look at that happy man. Oh, look at these doors, David. That's carved wood rather than metal. Isn't that incredible? My goodness. Full of autumn leaves. Wow, che bello. We're parked just down under the arch. I can actually see the car. So that we did actually park at the Porta Vecchia without even realising. Wow, look at this. And you can obviously follow the whole way along the edge of town. So we'll be doing that after. But first of all, we desperately need a drink and maybe something light to eat. Un tremazzino. When you're looking for a sandwich in Italy and it's cut into triangles like this, it's called a tremazzino, and they have different fillings. And today we've both gone for tuna, tomato with some mayonnaise. Just a light lunch. I'm sure we'll have a lovely dinner tonight. We've just wandered down from the area where we just had a bite of lunch, and we've come. The Centro Storico seems to be very, very long because it's like a long peninsula. So we've come from that way, and then we've come across this second door because we already went through a Porta Vecchia. So I'm not sure if this is Porta Vecchia. They told us to go to Porta Vecchia, but that's where we parked. But this is a zona traffico limitato. So you wouldn't be coming in here probably with a car as a tourist. Obviously not. And what a building this is. Wow. That's one of the fanciest buildings on a doorway I think I've seen in quite a while. So let's see where this beautiful doorway leads us to. Gracious me. It's going to be a lovely walk. Oh, yet another beautiful set of knockers on that door. They're gorgeous doors. And this is Museo Archeologico. So the Archaeological Museum, and it's got the most amazing crests all across the front. Some very old and some newer ceramic ones. And we're in a lovely sunny piazza. I love when we're in the sun. This is the crypt of the Duomo, and as you can see it says Ingresso Libero, so let's have a look. Oh wow, this is incredible inside. Take a look at this, it's amazing. Wow. Oh, that first painting looks like it's of the Inferno. Gracious me, that's extraordinary. Wow, this is the Museo Civico, the ancient one, and as you can see there's Medici symbol in the corner with the famous balls, as Davis calls them. And look at the facade on this. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I just love the work that you see on some of these buildings. Irreplaceable. Mama, I'm just zooming in on some of these they look like quite confident little cherubs up here, because I know how much you love your cherubs. And they've got quite a stance on them, some of them. Very fancy indeed. This is the Teatro dei Vari. Oh, there's someone yelling in the background. And I was just looking at these beautiful loggias at the top, which are now glassed in, but they would have once upon a time been an open loggia, I would imagine, with that design. Very, very beautiful. This is a pretty little piazza we've just come across, with a few little restaurants tucked in there, which look lovely. David's just checking out, I think, menus for this evening. We haven't decided where we're going to eat yet, but it's just such a lovely walk all the way down. We've already come a long way, and there's still so far to go. I just said to David, this is a perfect day trip, but staying the evening, because we can really just stroll and take our time. No rush to jump in a car and rush off somewhere. We're not sure what's through these magnificent gates. I wasn't sure if it was a hotel. It's open, but David's just wandering down through as if he owns the place anyway. Why wouldn't you? Is it public or not? This is called Porta al Canto, and that is the back of that magnificent building on the end that David just wandered into. It does look like it's private, although it might be apartments. We haven't worked that out. We can't see a sign. And there's a belvedere or a lookout down here with a lift, because we're up incredibly high now above what I would call a modern part of the town. Many of these ancient towns have also a newer part, although this first section straight below us looks very old. These looks like very old buildings just here, and then as you spread out you have some of the more modern areas. Are they smelly, darling? Perfumed.
It's a gentle perfume to them.
Oh, the rain might have just washed it away a little bit. Let's go in for a little smell myself. Oh yes, it's a lovely perfume. It's probably just at the end of the season. And there's some white roses here. I'm not sure what this plant is called here actually. Is that a rose? Oh no, it is another rose. From a distance it looked like something else. It's a lovely white rose. Is that one perfumed? Excellent. This is a very pretty walk along here, and I just said to David what a beautiful sunny aspect all these homes have from their windows and balconies on this side. In fact, this is the way we're pointing, I think, from our terrace of our room. Yes, we're much, much further up, but way up looking out onto the hills. But yes, this is the way we're facing. That's why we've got that beautiful sunshine. Look at this great glycine here, the wisteria, sorry. I tend to say it in French for some reason, I'm not sure why. Oh my gosh, it's cactus paradise. Look at these, you don't want to run into these, darling.
No.
And that's a really fiery one. I've seen those ones before, but they don't touch them.
No.
Yes, it looks soft and gorgeous, but gosh, look at this. The only thing that's stopping them from growing is the balcony. Heavens above. This is great fun, and we love losing ourselves just down lots of little streets, discovering everything. It's so much fun. Who else loves doing that? Do you all love to just lose yourself in a new place? Dave and I really enjoy it. I may have to come back to this one later. I'm really liking some of the designs of the ceramics in this one, and they make everything themselves. What a pretty jug and bowl there. Oh, I can see lots of treasures through that window. We will return. Gale again.
Sure.
But we found a nice sunny spot by the porto. Just a few rays of vitamin D. Warm us up. This is the Municipio building. Look at that knocker. It's massive. That's at least 2 foot across, just so you understand. That is the entire front of the Municipio, and yet another building with a very, very large Medici symbol on the front. Outstanding building. Il bambino che è in noi, Maurizio Balducci, artista. How sweet. Means the child inside us. What a lovely sculpture, blowing bubbles. Very sweet. So just to explain, that's where we were, right down the end there. Just seems like a few minutes ago, and we've wandered all the way up through the heart. Now we're on the outside pathway, which is really sweet, along the back of the homes. And we're making our way up to the top here to see if we can now find a nice cafe. This very old bridge here, it looks like quite ancient, has some umaka, I'm not sure what those letters stand for. But we're headed up to the front, well not the front, the top of the town where we drove in, because we saw this round building which is straight ahead of me. You'll probably see it in front here. And we wanted to work out what that was and find ourselves a nice spot to sit down for a coffee. This is Sopra le Mure, and it's a beautiful restaurant that goes right across the top of the ancient Porta Nuova here and the old walls. It would be spectacular, but no way am I going to sit up there and eat tonight in this cold wind and the possibility of rain. But when we went by in summer, it looked spectacular, and the views out to the countryside beyond must be gorgeous. Then right in front of it is Il Castelletto, which is like a little mini castle, and that is also a restaurant and a bar. And as we walked down here, I noticed they had a really lovely terrace, again in lovely calm or sunny weather. It would be beautiful. There's got beautiful terraces around the side and at the back for eating and drinking, but again, not exactly the weather for that. So David and I are going to be finding, and we went past a couple, a really pretty cozy restaurant for dinner tonight, won't we, darling? We need coziness, don't we? We need cozy and comfy. Yeah, something really warming to eat with a good glass of Sangiovese or something, because it's not the kind of weather for sitting outdoors like it was a couple of months ago. Not at night. Well, not only did we find a cup of coffee, and yes, we've done the naughty thing once again and had a cappuccino after lunch, I know, but we just like to go against the grain, don't we? We're the black sheep. We love doing what everyone says not to do. It's a cold day. Well, yeah. But anyway, Mario Baroni, we've just found this shop, and it's the most beautiful pasticceria. There you are, there's the name there. And we got two teensy-weensy tiny little cakes, both a little mouthful each, just to say we had a little cake. But there's a silly wasp behind David. The shop had so many wasps. Look at him. The shop had so many wasps, and I said to the lass, they're all in the cabinet. And I said, how do you work in here? I couldn't do that, I'm allergic. And she said, so am I. And I went, oh my goodness, you're a courageous woman in that case. Blimey, I need to eat this cake before the wasps come anywhere near me. We've popped back to our lovely hotel, Palazzo. And here, oh, gatto, ciao Misha. Pacini. I went to say Palazzo Pacini, and then I saw the cat. Sorry. And I said to David, it's so sunny, let's have a look at the garden. Isn't it lovely? And look at, you can tell it's part of the castle walls, really, these buildings, because of the way they flare out. Oh, this cat has a life, doesn't it? It has the good life. And look, we're right under our own terrace and the breakfast terrace there. And it's just the most delightful sun trap. A lovely garden. There's some table and chairs over in the corner there. Some lovely sun lounges here. Oh, it's gorgeous. And again with a really... Oh, it keeps on going. Oh, it's got a gate. Oh, so it's got a gateway down underneath. Obviously, its own private entrance underneath. And then just looking out onto the beautiful hills. I love that little farmhouse up on top of the hill with the solitary tree next to it. Isn't that sweet? Ciao gatto. Che bella vita che. What a beautiful life you have. Getting cuddles and lying in the sun. He's a pretty cat, isn't he? I like his stripes. Aren't you beautiful? Che bello che sei. Sei bellissimo. David thought they looked like prickly pawpaws. We've stopped for a breather because I don't know if you can tell how steep this is, but boy oh boy, David said when we get to the top, I'm going for an aperitivo. Well, I know I'm going to need to sit down. Can you tell how steep this is? Oh my gosh, this is like a 45-degree angle. I just said to David, it's like mountain climbing. Oh, that's a beautiful doorway, David. Look at that. Look at the way they have that growing in an arch. That's a beautiful building, actually. That's so pretty. With all the lovely flowers
You
going
don't want to be
around.
spiked by this beast.
As you walk in the door,
No.
no, it really is quite spiky, but it does look so pretty. And they've got a lovely door knocker with a horse's head. I've often seen those and they're gorgeous. We've just making our way, I should say, from the lower part. Where I went to the Crystal Museum was just near that church spire that you might see behind the trees. We're getting there, aren't we, my love? Slowly but surely. I'm even puffing less now. That was that beautiful big house or villa that David wandered into earlier on, where we weren't sure if it was private or not. So there you go. We're just underneath it now, so we're almost there. There's the Belvedere. We've made it, my love. We both live to see another aperitivo. Yay! Oh, cheers, amore mio. Cena. Ah, che buono. Oh, sì, perfetto. Oh my gosh. Show everyone the label of that one, because Pietro, who runs the hotel here, the Palazzo.
Any of those wine buffs of the wine apps,
show-
you can look it up.
Show everyone, because he said it was one of the most beautiful Chianti Classicos or Sangioveses that he knows, and he said, I'm sure you're going to love it if you love a Sangiovese. And it is absolutely sublime.
Beautiful.
So that's a good one for us to look up as well. I'm glad we've got it on video so we can check it out. And look at the vista. It's just awesome.
Feel the warmth of the summer. I get lost in the colors, golden hours in your eyes. There's a world to discover.
Okay, well, I think it's time to set off for dinner. Is my amore relaxing? Tesoro, time to head off for dinner? Time to head off for dinner?
Well, yes, a minute or two, yeah.
I think so. We're both quite tired, aren't we? It's been a long day. How many steps did you say we've done today, darling?
Well, we're knocking on 12,000.
12,000, which is quite a lot for us because we can be lazy bums in Kiali when we're working from home. So doing 12,000.
We're averaging about 4,000.
Yeah, we're not.
It's good.
Yeah, unless we go away somewhere, like when we were in Sicily, we were doing
Day trips, yeah.
as much as that easily each day. And actually, I think I was doing like thousands and thousands of steps when we were in Sicily because we were visiting a lot of 5-story homes, if you remember. So I was up and down so many thousands of stairs, it was ridiculous. But otherwise, yeah, we tend to be a little bit sedentary, which is not great. So when we come away like this, we really like to try and walk as much as we can. But I have had it now, and we still need to go for a walk to find a restaurant. So we'll probably easily get to 13,000, I think, today, which is... I'm looking forward to that beautiful bed right over there and a bath right over there. It's sounding really good. All right, my darling, let's andiamo a cenare, sì, andiamo. Yes, we are the first to arrive because we're exhausted. It's just gone 7 o'clock and we just couldn't hang out any longer to come and sit down and eat. So we're the first ones here. I'm sure this place will fill up. It has a very good reputation. It's called Bis Osteria. And the people that run this restaurant evidently also have another restaurant which has 2 Michelin stars. But this restaurant, the menu is very, very lovely and very well priced, we felt. Like primi piatti worth 18 euros when you're sitting in a really lovely restaurant, you know, that's just a little bit more special than the average. 18 for a primo piatto and 24 for a main course is very good. The lovely waiter just brought this book out of the library for us. This is the chef that owns this restaurant who used to have his first restaurant here and now has a very large one here, still in Colle Val D'Elsa, but the other restaurant is now a 2-star Michelin. And this one, the bistro, is a non-star, which, anyway, that's what we prefer tonight. And I was just saying to David, had you ever been to a Michelin-star restaurant? And his reply was no, and mine is the same. We've both been to some very, very excellent restaurants around the world, but never a Michelin star. So one of these days, when we can afford it, we will go to one. But we feel like we've both eaten meals in places that have probably been just as good. Yes, quality. It's just that the people may not even be bothered to even try to go for a Michelin star, but it's not that they don't deserve it. But yes, I've just looked through the book and there's some beautiful recipes and lovely plates. I'm sure it's wonderful. We're starting out with what they call la scappetta. Scappetta in Italian is when you actually mop up something with bread. So they've got, sorry, it's hidden behind the water, but they've got 3 beautiful handmade breads here that they've made here in the kitchen. Then we have these beautiful layers of roast potato with different things through them. I can't even remember now what this had in it. Gracious. It had pecorino and other different things through the layers. This is celeriac, which I love celeriac, that has a mixture of olive pate through it and lemon. I think it was, yeah. Anyway, I'll be able to taste that. And she said, just use your bread and do la scappetta, which I love because people often say, oh, you shouldn't do that. It's not polite to do it in public. Well, here it is fully applauded. Buon appetito, amore.
Buon appetito.
We're now at Mainz and David has chosen the pappardelle, which I can't see under there obviously because they're covered in a beautiful cinghiale ragu which is made with
the marroni pappardelle.
Cocoa, so it's chocolate. So it's a really special flavour, they said, and then it's got toasted pinoli on top. It smells divine. It looks interesting. Mine, on the other hand, does look, mine smells absolutely divine, I must admit. These are the most beautiful mix of seasonal mushrooms that are grilled, and it is on a bed of polenta and I'm just trying to think what there is was it a pesto? But it's not a normal no, but it's not. It's, oh gosh, I'm going to have to look at that menu again and tell you, because I've just forgotten what the other ingredients were. But it sounded divine anyway, and I love seasonal plates with things like this. So let's see how we go. Thank you for the beautiful dinner, Marty. It was wonderful. If you come to Colle Val D'Elsa, we highly recommend the Osteria Bis, really and truly. The food from start to finish, the service from start to finish, everything was perfect. It really is very special.
Just an Italian menu, but with quite a lot of difference to it.
Well, you can understand that the chef that owns both places has 2 Michelin stars, because obviously, even though this isn't not Michelin star, the menu is very much affected, obviously, by his wonderful, inventive, creative take on things. So, although some of the things were kind of based on tradition, for David to have chocolate pappardelle with cinghiale, and me to have this very unusual polenta with all these different mushrooms that were some of them were grilled or fried or had different textures, and it was a real taste sensation and lovely textures. It was great. It was really great. So we've done exceptionally well for a little
lovely wine as well.
It was. You're right, my darling. We've done exceptionally well for a mini break that was done on the spur. We woke up this morning at 8:30 and went, will we go away today? Why not? Let's do it. Carpe diem. No bookings. Got upgraded to a suite. Wonderful restaurant for dinner. Perfect weather. It's just rained while we've been in the restaurant. We had no idea, but it stopped raining as we've walked out. So let's get back to our room, to that beautiful, beautiful room, before it decides it might rain again. Buonanotte.
Buonanotte.
Ciao. Sorry. Buongiorno. Sunny and cloudy all at once. Oh well, I think we might get some rain. Not to worry. With the weather being not so great, unfortunately we can't have breakfast out on the beautiful terrace that I showed you, but the room is so lovely. Honestly, it's such a pretty room, and we're sitting here at this little table with the bench and the chair, and the lady is making us fresh scrambled eggs. They actually ask you what kind of eggs you'd like, which I think is wonderful. And this is the part that was in the dark last night, which is the buffet. And it's a beautiful buffet because it's got some really healthy things. You've got beautiful choices of seeds and nuts, which is right up our alley. You've got some lovely, what look like fresh pancakes, which I love. Little pots of yogurt. Lots of lovely yummy cheeses and olives and different things like that, with pretty bowls. Fresh fruit. Cereals, bread. And on this side you have your coffee machine, milks, etc. So teas and everything. So it's a really, really great and very, very pretty buffet. So yes, please, David, I'd love a little pot of yogurt. Oh, these are honestly some of the beautifulest, fluffiest scrambled eggs I've ever been served. Well, except for my wonderful husband, who's the egg king. But the lady just made us 2 beautiful plates of scrambled eggs. Normally you get scrambled eggs, and look, they can be very lovely, but they're normally just sitting something in one of those big silver things, aren't they, where they often go cold and hard. No, here they ask you if you like scrambled, poached, or a boiled, or an omelette. Yeah, so you get the choice.